In this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of women having good relationships with her father. Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Boss Life Secrets, which can be found on Amazon.com. So, I got this question yesterday on New Year's Day. Long-time subscriber wanted to know what's the importance of a woman that you have a long-term relationship with. What's the importance of having a good relationship with her father, growing up, and even up into her adulthood? And this is a very good question, a very important question, and it's something that a lot of guys don't really take into account. You have to realize that, and before I get into this, like, share, subscribe to my channel if it's your first time being here. You have to realize that the first relationship a woman has with a man is with her father. That's who she looked up to when she was growing up. Whether he was a bad role model, whether he wasn't around, whether he didn't show her enough attention, all that stuff comes into play when it comes to her being in a relationship with another man. Now, if her mother was a bad example, if her mother treated her dad badly, or maybe he was just a weak dude, or maybe, that's a very awful way for a woman to grow up. She's watching her mom just reduce him down to a degenerate. And so she's looking at this as a little girl, young girl growing up, all the way up until she's 18. And she's going to, 9 times out of 10, she's going to take that into her personal relationships when she gets above age. If she's lucky to get married and settle down with a dude. So a lot of these women are damaged goods, broken. Now there's some exception to the rule. There's some women will, come to terms that she didn't have the best role models growing up. All guys aren't the same. It's just the guys that she ran into, the guys that she had the experience with based on her childhood. Some women usually learn from it and push forward and become much better women. But that ain't a lot of women. Most women I know that grew up in broken homes and that they had bad relationships with the dad, man, they almost never recover from that. I don't know a lot of women that recovered from that, man. Mostly the damage is done. If she'd been through that growing up, man, she's not going to be able to kick that bad programming. It almost never happens, man. Like I said, there's some women that do learn from it. They're aware of it. They become conscious of it and learn from it. Because we don't get to pick who our parents are, unfortunately. But at the same time, hurt people hurt people. So some women just never get past it. These types of women, they become quote feminists. They get into these crazy type of groups. Some I might not have even heard of. Some of them activist groups or women groups, or there's always some extreme type of groups and women get involved with. A lot of these women tend to become informants. They always find themselves in these type of around these type of circles where the average woman wouldn't be caught dead being involved in. But these types of women that have daddy issues, they're in these types of groups. A lot of them are informants. A lot of them are feminists. Now, some of these women do get married, but the guy that they get married to, she's basically going to dominate that relationship. So let's take a guy like me, right? Now, if no woman is going to dominate me, right? So if I'm in a relationship with a woman like that, we don't necessarily have to be in a relationship. We can just be spending, let's say we spent the weekend together, right? Or probably the day together. For me, to spend time around her, she's masculine majority of the time, you know, based on her upbringing. In order for me to function around a woman like that, I have to be more masculine than she is at all times. I have to be firm. I can't relax. I can't put my feet up and chill. I can't even crack jokes. I can't even use very little humor. It's going to be very difficult for me to be myself around a woman that's like that. You know why? Because she looks at it as weakness. If you start acting goofy and silly or cracking jokes, she's going to look at it as a weakness and she'll try to take advantage of you. She'll be like, oh, he's a sucker. I can get over on him now. He put his guard down. But if you're firm, if you're always in your masculine frame, these types of women actually respect that more than a guy that's laid back and chilling and just trying to have a good time. They don't respect that guy. No, they don't. They get off on a guy that's masculine. These types of women usually hit it off with street dudes or guys that had the same or similar upbringing as they did. A guy that's very passive, and act goofy and silly, she'll dominate him. You know, she'll take advantage of him. A lot of these women tend to be vindictive too. If they'll broke up with a guy, and she'll just start making up stuff. Oh, he assaulted me. He raped me. You know, they'll just start making up stuff. They'll put a restraining order on the dude, all kind of craziness. Knowing that the dude didn't do anything wrong. She's just mad because the guy don't want to be around her no more. And they know they can manipulate the system. Because they probably saw that while they was growing up. They probably saw mama do that. Her mother probably did the same thing to her dad. Because her dad was too weak to stand up for himself. These are the same women that guys do videos begging for the woman to come back. And when the guy is begging for the woman to come back, she's usually looking at him like, showing him no remorse, looking down on him like, get off me. She'll get in the car, drive off. Skirt! No remorse. Yeah, these are the guys that are doing videos online, crying, begging for a woman to be with them. Let her go. Don't be begging a woman to be with you. That's looked down upon. Almost any woman will look down on that. You know? On the other hand, If she had a good relationship with her dad, oh man, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing, man. See these types of women, they're not going to really say very much of anything negative about a guy. Even though the guy might be a dirtbag. But they're not going to say anything really negative. They'll be like, yeah, boys can be boys. Yeah, guys be doing stuff all the time. Yeah, but they're not going to ragdoll them. They're not going to... See, they don't have that deep-seated hate like a lot of those broken women do that come from weak fatherhood. They're not gonna say any. They're daddy's girls. They have a certain level of respect for manhood, and she's gonna look at you just like she not the same as her dad, but very similar. She respects the leadership of a man. She might not agree with everything that you say and your way of living and your views. No. But just the basic core elements of manhood, she respects that. Because she respects her dad. She loves her dad. So if you get close enough to her, if she warms up to you, there's going to be a certain element of within you that she sees in her dad. And if you have a woman that's like that, or if you meet a woman that's like that, and if maybe she's a little older than you, maybe she's single, maybe she used to be married, or something like that. A lot of these women, there's a lot of older women that are like this. They used to be married, now they divorced, for whatever reason. Sometimes the guys, some people just grow apart, man. But these women, even though she's divorced, guys still want to get with them. Even though she's in the 40s and 50s. Guys still want to get with them. But a lot of them just don't want to get married again. Some do get married again, some don't. But by any chance, you do meet one of these women that had a good relationship with her father, or maybe her father's still living. Keep them close. That's what I do. I don't care how old she is. Because it ain't a lot of women out here that I meet that's like that. Of course there's a lot of women that have a good relationship with the father. I'm just saying I don't meet them every day. So when I do meet them, it's rare. And I can almost instantly pick up on it. Then I say, hey, you know what, man? You had a good relationship with your dad growing up. Man, I want to meet your dad. I say stuff like that. And they like that. Because, they appreciate their dad. They love their dad. So, the more I can relate to her dad, the more she'll be able to relate to me. If you know what I mean. But all jokes aside, stay close to these women. You don't necessarily got to be married to them. You don't necessarily got to see them all the time. But I'm telling you, it's rare. You don't meet women like this every week. I don't. And I run across a lot of women on a weekly basis. But I don't meet women where they speak highly of their dad or their grandfather. That's rare. It's usually the opposite. It's usually they got some deep-seated hatred towards guys because of what happened to them when they was growing up. And most of these women don't crack that, they don't They don't get past it. I haven't met a lot of women that got past it, man. They still fighting those demons still to this day. Because, that programming is strong. Even some women that I know that are trying to do better, they still struggle with it. Because they have to catch themselves saying stuff or doing stuff that stems from the past. Based on how they grew up. It's tough, man. That program is strong, man. So, hey, at the end of the day, the relationship she had with her father is going to be dictated upon the relationship she has with you when you meet her. The whole interaction from day one until, as long as you're around her. The whole thing, from A to Z. How she look at you. Her image of you. How you smell. How you talk. How you walk. How you speak. Every aspect of manhood stems back to the first relationship she had with a man, which was daddy. I'm serious. I know I'm joking around a little bit, but that's really how it is, man. The stronger her relationship she has, healthier, the better. That's just what it is, man. So, hey, share this video. Tell me what you think. Have you met any women that had recently that has good relationships with her father? Or maybe her father's still living. I know you done met women that have bad relationships. That's almost a given. Tell me about it below. Share this video. And P.S. and by the way, check out my Love Can't Wait podcast on iTunes. Just click the link below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.